2011 Chevy Cruise. Runs rough. Didn't have any misfire codes or anything like that, but it runs rough like it's running on 3 cylinders. Most likely it's going to be the coil pack. So the coil pack's underneath here. So you want to pull this up. It just clips in there, no big deal. Remove that. And then here's the coil pack. And you got a connector right here. You push the little orange tab off, push the little tab down and push the connector off. You won't be able to push it all the way up because it hits this, so you just need to get it loose. And then you need to remove the 2 bolts, which are T40 Torx. Remove them, and you can pry this up, and it'll come up. And once you get it up high enough, you can unplug it. And this is usually what you'll find, is these pieces are broke off, and they'll be stuck down inside there. Okay? So what happens when they're broke off, the spark takes a shortcut. Instead of going straight down, it takes a shortcut right off to the side of the cylinder head, and that creates a misfire. So then you need to remove this, and then get a long needle nose or a long pick and pull the pieces out. And then since you're doing this, you can pull the spark plugs out. Those are the smaller 5/8 spark plugs, so you can be able to pull them out and replace those spark plugs. Here's my spark plugs. They don't look too bad, but one of them was, number 2 was really wet, like it wasn't firing. So I got some new spark plugs. What you want to do is you want to check your gaps on them, put a little bit of anti-seize on the threads, and rub your fingers around on the porcelain to make sure that there isn't any cracks. The dirt, grease in your fingers will show up in the on the porcelain, and you'll be able to see the crack more visibly that way. So you want to put these spark plugs in, and then you want to torque them to like 14, 16 foot-pounds. Got your new coil pack. What you want to do is put a little bit of dialytic grease inside here, just a little bit of film inside there. That helps prevent carbon tracking. And then put a little bit around the boots, okay? So that helps seal them a little bit from dust, possibly water, okay? Okay, place it in there, get your connector started. Once you get it started, then you can tighten it up, push it on. Make sure it doesn't come off. I have to use 2 hands. I use my door panel tool, nice and flat. I use that to push up against here and push it on. And as I pushed it on, I made sure it was all flush. And I slid my little orange clip over, and that helped lock it in. Because otherwise, if I didn't push this clip over, it'd just keep coming off. So I pushed it over, and then I pushed the little orange clip back in, and then finally pushed the whole assembly down. And then now I'll put my 2 bolts in there and snug them up. You're just retaining it down. You're not actually have a great torque on it. Just snug it up with a 1/4 inch or whatever ratchet. And as you're tightening these bolts up, push down on the coil pack to make sure it's all the way down so you don't bind it and possibly crack it. All right, so once you got those snugged up, put your little cover back on and snap it into place. All right, now you can start it up and see how it runs, and hopefully fix your problem. All right, mine runs pretty good, so that's it. So if I helped you replace that coil pack, that's awesome. Maybe you can help me by subscribing to me, and I would appreciate it. And I thank you.